Good morning, and it is chapter 48. So we're almost done with Genesis, the first book in the Bible. Probably, from what we've learned, very important book. And we've finished the story, the main story of Joseph. And like I said, if it's the play of Joseph, the play would have ended and time to go home. But it's not. We've got some interesting stuff in these next 3 chapters that's worth looking at. And so this one, we're just going to go through it a little bit. And it came to pass that one told Joseph, "Behold, thy father is sick." And he took with him his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. Now, I'm just going to look in the right hand here again. Why did Jacob adopt Joseph's 2 sons? Before his death, Jacob needed to assign birthright responsibilities. Traditionally, the firstborn son received the birthright. However, Jacob's firstborn, Reuben, lost his birthright due to sin, which led Joseph receiving the birthright. As the birthright son, Joseph was entitled to double portion of his father's inheritance. Joseph's double portion was shared by his sons Ephriam and Manasseh. Because of their adoption by Jacob, Joseph's sons were now counted as children of Israel. Each son's descendants became a separate tribe of Israel. So really it has a lot to do with the birthright and how it works. We'll see that in this chapter quite well. And one told Jacob and said, "Behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee." And Israel straightened himself and sat upon the bed. And Jacob said unto Joseph, "God Almighty appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan and blessed me." Now remember that Luz is Bethel, and Bethel is the house of God. And remember, coming down to Egypt, he stopped there and offered sacrifice. And so again, he's gone there. It's almost like one of us saying, "Well, I went to the temple, and this is what I was inspired to do or told to do from what I, in being in the temple. And said unto me, Behold, I will make thee fruitful and multiply. Make thee fruitful and multiply thee, and I will make of thee a multitude of people, and will give this land to thy seed after thee for an everlasting possession. And remember that when he stopped there, he was promised those things, and probably felt it so far away. And now thy 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee. And I think before we go any further, we're going to go into, because there's quite a lot in here, in the footnote appendix. And we're going to read it from the appendix. If you want to look, I'll try to have as much on the other side as possible. And now of thy 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee and into Egypt, behold, they are mine. And the God of my fathers shall bless them, even as Reuben and Simeon, they shall be blessed, for they are mine. Wherefore they shall be called after my name. Wherefore they are called Israel. And thy issue, which thou begettest after them, shall be thine, and shall be called after the name of their brethren in their inheritance. And the tribes thereof, therefore, they were called the tribes of Manasseh and Ephraim. And Jacob said unto Joseph, when the God of my fathers appeared unto me in Luz, in the land of Canaan, he sware unto me that he would give unto me and unto my seed the land for an everlasting possession. Therefore, O my son, he hath blessed me in raising thee up to be a servant unto me, in saving my house from death, in delivering my people, thy brethren, from famine, which was sore in the land. Wherefore the God of thy fathers shall bless thee, and the fruit of thy loins, that they shall be blessed above all thy brethren, and above all thy father's house. For thou hast prevailed. Remember, Israel is the one who prevailed with God. And thy father's house hath bowed down unto thee, even as it was shown unto thee, before thou wast sold into Egypt by the hands of thy brethren. I find it really interesting that he ties that in. Thou hast prevailed, or thou hast, thou art Israel, basically. Wherefore thy brethren shall bow down unto thee from generation to generation, unto the fruit of thy loins forever. For thou shalt be a light unto my people, to deliver them in the ways of their captivity from bondage, and to bring salvation unto them when they are altogether bowed down under sin. So a lot in there, and a lot that was missing from the account, and answers a lot of the questions that we could have about this interaction here. It's interesting to see how Israel and Joseph interact. Let's go on. As for me, I came from Paddan. Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan, in the way. And when yet there was but a little way off, yet when there was but a little way to come unto Ephraim, and I buried her there in the way of Ephraim. The same is Bethlehem. And Israel beheld Joseph's sons and said, who are these? Why did Jacob place his right hand on Ephraim instead of Manasseh? After adopting Manasseh and Ephraim, Jacob desired to bless them. Jacob placed his right hand on the head of the younger brother, Ephraim, signifying that Ephraim would eventually receive Joseph's birthright. While the scriptures do not explain why Ephraim was chosen instead of his older brother Manasseh, Jacob's response to Joseph's attempt to intervene made it clear that this was the Lord's will. As part of Ephraim's birthright responsibilities, and his descendants were given leadership responsibilities along with the tribe of Judah. In the last days, those of the tribe of Ephraim have the privilege and responsibility to bear the priesthood, to take the message of the restored gospel to the world, and raise an ensign to gather scattered Israel. So a lot in there, but obviously the blessings were supposed to be the way that they were given. And Israel beheld Joseph's sons and said, "Who are these?" And Joseph said unto his father, "They are my sons." Remember, he can't see at this point. "Whom God hath given me in this place." And he said, "Bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them." And the eyes of Israel were dim for age, so that he could not see. And he brought them near unto him, and he kissed them and embraced them. And Israel said unto Joseph, "I had not thought to see thy face, and lo, God hath showed me also thy seed." And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face to the earth. If it sounds like they're quite young still when he says between the knees. Just picture these young boys. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim on his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh on his left hand toward Israel's right hand, and brought them near unto him. And Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's, guiding his hands. For Manasseh was the firstborn. It says in the Septuagint, crossing his hands instead of guiding, and that makes sense. For Manasseh was the firstborn, and he blessed Joseph. Notice it says, I think it's them both instead of Joseph, blessed them, and said, "God before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, the God which fed me all my life long unto this day." I love the way he talks there. "The angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be the name on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth." And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, I can't remember. I'm not sure why. I marked it because, okay, so the blessing was upon Ephraim. It displeased him, and he held up his father's hand to remove it, and from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, "Let not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head." And his father refused and said, "I know it, my son, I know it. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations." And he blessed them that day, saying, "In thee shall Israel bless," saying, "God make thee as Ephraim and as Manasseh." And he set Ephraim before Manasseh. And Israel said unto Joseph, "Behold, I die, but God shall be with you, and bring you again unto the land of our fathers. Moreover, I have given to thee one portion above thy brethren, which I took out of the hand of the Amorite with my sword and with my bow. So, a lot in there, but those blessings were the way that they're supposed to be. And nowadays, people who understand this thing, then I kind of lost my train of thought there, but basically, Jacob blesses Manasseh and Ephraim and Manasseh, and their blessings affect us today. And I hope you can see that in your life. And we'll see you tomorrow.